to do. We've been disappointed in our last two performances, to be honest. We've dropped off the standards that we've set ourselves, and we can't hide from the fact we're disappointed. We go to Leinster, a very tough place to go. We've had a run of away games, so we will make up for it in terms of home fixtures, but we really have to up our game, and we have to play for the whole 80 minutes, and unfortunately we haven't kept the intensity in our game for 80 minutes. We've carried some passengers at times in games, i.e. players have been error-strewn and not worked within our systems and patterns, and because of that you're going to get caught out. And if we do that against a side of Leinster's quality, we will get caught out. It's as simple as that. We can't sugarcoat it. It is what it is, and the players are quite aware now of what's expected of them on Friday night. As I say, I'm expecting us to have 3 or 4 new faces there back from international, so we go in there with every intent to win the game, realising that we have to be right on top of our game and a couple of levels up from where we've been in the last 2 performances. But you know, that's a fact of life, and we know that. We know we can get to those levels because we've got there this year, but we've dropped off them in the last couple of games.
Why do you think that is?
There's a couple of things, I suppose. You know, we've had to use our squad a little bit more in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and in some areas we've been found wanting, but the boys are working hard, and the exposure to that level will only help them. But we really need to step it up this weekend, and you know, that's been our focus this week. We've been very hard on ourselves, and rightly so. And it's the small things really that make a difference here. You miss a high ball, you get the timing wrong, you went a ruck at a second too late, second too early, and it makes all the difference. And for vast majorities of the games we play in, it's a competitive arm wrestle. But then those key moments, that you get them wrong and you get punished, and we can't afford that. You know, we can't afford our players who make too many errors and not committed to what we're trying to achieve.
In terms of your front row situation, obviously yesterday was going to be out in terms of Phil John and Deacon Manu, who missed last week.
Yeah, Deacon Manu was back, Phil John was back, obviously Rodley should be available. We've got Pete Edwards, Sonny Gardner. We brought Rob Evans in for training as well this week, who's impressed with him in the 20s, you know, and he's a very impressive player, you know, I have to say.
One of the pluses from the weekend, Josh Turnbull's come back
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, Josh was fine. I think, you know, it summed Josh up really, the game, because I thought he grew into the game, and Josh normally takes a couple of games before he hits anywhere near his best form, and he grew in as that game went on the weekend, so it was a great plus. And Josh is such a competitor, you know. It was great to have him in the environment, and great to have back in the team, a selection option.
It's ideal for a time for him to come back with the internationals away.
Yeah, it's perfect for us, you know, perfect for us. And you know, the other guy I thought who did exceptionally well when he came on is Kieran Murphy.
He's special number 8, is he?
Yeah, we're seeing him very much in that role. And he was somebody who, he's probably 2 years behind where Ben Morgan is in terms of his development pathway with us, but probably slightly ahead of him in terms of his, well, definitely ahead of him in terms of when he came into us and his conditioning.
You were doing your Welsh internationals on the weekend.
Ah, yeah. I didn't even know about it. I got back late from North Wales. I switched TV on and I saw Aaron on the field there. So it was a surprise. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. You know, I thought Aaron did really well. You know, he's not your typical 7 because he's not a 7, but I think in the game that he plays, he did exceptionally well.
Yeah, obviously he's not a 7 in your eyes, don't you?
He can play 7, and he'll give you a type of game at 7, but you know, he's not. You know, some of the world-class 7s like Sam Warburton, who are particularly good in the contact area and on the floor, you know, that's where they make their name. He's not that type of player, but he gives you something different.
Yeah. And Lou as well.
Lou, yeah, I thought Lou did well when he came on. He only had a bit of a cameo role, but you know, he got involved, and that would be a big experience for Lou because he's quite a nervous character. And great. Yeah.
He said that afterwards, actually.
Yeah.
But with Ken playing as well, I suppose it's a testament a bit to what you've been achieving here up front, right? Because obviously everyone's spoken about the Scarlets in terms of George North, Jonathan Davies as well. The fact that you've got 3 or 4 forwards now on the international stage says something.
Yeah, we've said all along, haven't we, that you know, unless we have a pack that can front up, then we won't see any of the other players, and we focus very hard on that this year. And you know, a lot of these boys are mature in them, so.
Ken went quite well, didn't he?
Yeah. I think, you know, when you at Ken and you look at Shings in particular and Lou, it's such a massive step up, you know, to play in that environment, the intensity, the emotion of it, you know, playing for Wales the first couple of games, and it's huge, you know, and it does take time to settle in. Yet the boys seem really comfortable. I think that was testimony to them, really.